like, the relationship with money aspect, I also somewhere believe that money can get you to the place of convenience. So it'll give you that BMW, like you said. You are working hard, it'll give you that BMW. Same way, if you are working still as a consultant, it would give you the money to get to that BMW, right? But in both aspects, what has changed? You're also really passionate and happy with your job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And there you're not. You're like, there's so much negativity around it, and you're just doing it for that last paycheck, you're doing it for that last transaction.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that doesn't like the happiness that you get after that BM, sitting in that BMW, is just like, okay, now what? What's the next chase? So then you're
100%.
chasing
Yeah.
again. So money can buy happiness.
I think one thing my life coach told me was because I had I remember that day I was like crying and I was so out of my mind. I was like, what am I chasing? Right? I asked her, what am I because I really didn't have an answer to it because don't get me wrong, consultancy was amazing because it really created a ground for me and like to grow. I learned a lot from it, but even now in the business, I don't want to reach a point where I accept any and every business, if that makes sense, just to run the business because there's more at stake when you run your own company. So I am no less than a consultancy, if that makes sense.
Oh,
If
100%.
you think about it, I am no less than one. So I see why consultants become like that because at the end, they are paid so much because you need to accept anything and everything. So that is what I was asking my coach. I was like, what is going on? Because at that time, I was really suffering with a client. And she told me always have an anchor point. And that was so deep. Like I just got goosebumps when I said that. She said have an anchor point. So in this case, because I live with my husband and I am married, your anchor point can be your husband. Because your tantrums, your happiness, your anger, your sadness, everything, he's the one who deals with it. So if you have X clients now and this is how you are, get used to this. And if your husband is happy, you are good. Now take the extra client, the one extra client or the two extra clients, see how you are, see how you can manage it. Hire an extra person. Of course, we keep hiring as well. Hire an extra person, see how that is. But even when you hire, it impacts
Yeah.
the highest person on the ladder at the end of the day. So and then see how your marriage is. And I remember at one point my marriage really suffered because I was just working because I told you I want to run this passion project at the side because I'm stupid. Like I just want to keep going. So my marriage really got affected, right? And then it affects your mood. Then it'll get affected how my relationship is with my mom, with my dad. It's
The
a ripple
entire
effect.
environment.
That's what she meant with the anchor. So that is how I make all my decisions now, actually. So if it's a BMW or if it's a better house or if it's a new bag or if it's a new watch, any materialistic thing or not, or even travel, I always base all my decisions on my anchor.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so
So
yeah, that was so cute.
that was so
Yeah.
interesting because even I say this in a different angle. Like the way it looks in my head is that I will make a decision even though I have to work for 10% less money or 20% less money. I'd rather choose that because I'm buying
Yeah,
convenience, I'm buying time,
correct.
I'm buying a peace of mind in that moment. And that peace of mind obviously affects my partner, it affects my
Yes,
relationship at home, it affects my relationship with my friends. And these are my support systems, right? This is my net that I don't want to abuse
exactly.
in any way because
100%.
they've been
So,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, so in my head it always is like I don't mind taking like a few clients less because with that money I'm actually buying peace of mind.
Definitely.
So money can buy happiness or it can't buy happiness.
Yeah. I guess it's a chicken and an egg situation, right? What
Exactly.
comes first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I mean, in all of this, it's what your relationship with money is, right?
Yes.
Because if money is only so money also stands for so many things.
Yeah.
When you're younger, like early young adult, I'll
Yeah.
say, money is stability and safety. We learn stability and safety from our
Definitely.
parents, like our
Yeah.
relationship with our parents.
Yes.
So,
Especially if you come from an immigrant household.
100%.
Right, so that time your relationship with money is totally different. And again, like money happiness thing that we're talking about, even I went to a good school because my mom and dad also had a good job. So I think that whole conversation around money, oh, money doesn't buy happiness, it gets you a lot. It gets you knowledge, it gets you investment in yourself.
Yeah.
School, college,
Yeah.
medical
Medical.
as well.
Yeah.
Even delivery, like pregnant women. There's just so much cancer wards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So money can, yeah, it does help. So as I said, so money gives you stability, safety. But then the relationship of money changes, right? Then it starts to become validation.
Yeah.
Then it starts to become success. Then it starts to become social validation, which house you stay in, which car you drive. So it, as you grow, your relationship with money changes, which it should. It has
Yeah,
to.
it will.
And
It will.
yeah.
For some people, I think rarely it doesn't.
And that's also a problem.
Yeah.
It should be changing.
For me, it's more of like I think my relationship with money is very different, right? And I always have arguments with my mom and Jake about it all the time. So they are obviously very calculative, very like investment driven. I am not like that. For me, I know I have the potential to make a lot of money.
yeah.
Right? So I don't fear it. Like I swear I don't fear
Same.
it.
Oh
I don't fear it. And I think my mom and my husband will never get it. My dad gets it to an extent because he's more like me, but I'm never scared of money because even when COVID happened and I decided that my job after IBM was not for me, and then I started my own marketing firm as well. I had gotten job requests at that time. And I knew I did not have a stable income. I swear money, like I don't get scared of it. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass, what I'm saying.
No,
but,
no.
but I don't think it will. But I know, like if something doesn't go well, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. It's always something. And for me, it's kind of like I do love a shiny toy. Like I will not deny that I love tech. The new iPhone came out, I bought it even when I didn't have a job. I bought the new iPhone because I know it'll come. Like even if I die, I may have, I don't know, 200K, 1 million, 2 million, I don't know, but I'm dying.
Yeah, what are you
I'm
gonna
dying.
do? Yeah, what are you gonna do with
Yeah,
it? Take
like,
it to the grave.
Yeah, so that's how I think of it.
Your relationship with money. Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not scared of it. And every day I'd say, yeah, like money will come to me. But obviously at the same time, I need to be sane.
Yeah.
I need to be a good person. And I think, like I said, my anchor, like physically like an anchor also, he brings me down. Like if I'm like flying, my mom is like, come down, like don't sit on a high horse. So I feel I'll just think what I want to think, and
Things work around.
yeah, things will work out.
That's
I
beautiful.
always think like what's meant for me is for me, and what's not meant for me will not come my way, or I'll lose it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really
And even
don't
if you lose
care.
it, it's not meant for you.
Yeah, I'll probably be upset that day or the next day, but immediately I'll get to it and I'm like, it's not meant for me. So I really don't sulk and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're in my life, you're in. You're out.
I love that. I love that relationship because you know what? I also keep saying this that I don't fear money.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking at it at a higher pedestal or it will go away. Money is so fluid. It has to flow. It has to get out of your bank account for more to come in.
Yeah.
It's a state of flow, right?
Yeah.
And even when like I'm sitting at a table today, like money is sitting with me.
Yeah.
It's not higher than me. It's not lower than me. And because you said that I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass, it's
Yeah.
because some people look at it as lower. I respect it.
Yeah.
And so do you from
Yeah.
what you're saying. You respect it. It's equal. Right? So you're not constantly in that fear of
It definitely is, yeah.
yeah, so that relationship with money is very beautiful. I'm glad that we're on the same page about that.
Yeah, because but I do want to add as a disclaimer, even I have been through absolute
Same.
right? I have, but I'm saying even at that time, on my lowest lows, it's just that having that mindset that you will get it again, it's more like manifestation.
Manifestation,
right?
yes.
Yes, it's
Yes.
like put that energy out there And whatever phase you are in, it will come to you, which is why there are those successful stories like Shah Rukh Khan, like Amitabh Bachchan, or even like Jeff Bezos working out of his basement. Their success stories exist for a reason. Everyone starts from the bottom.
Yeah.
Everyone. All of these things as well, my company and stuff, it wasn't given to me by a silver spoon. It wasn't. Like, no one in my family are entrepreneurs. Like, no one. So sometimes I do envy some castes or sects of society, yeah, even as an Indian or in an Arab society. But I'm like, oh wow, I did this all by myself.
Yeah, that's
By myself. Like, I have lost clients a lot, but I could fear about money.
Yeah.
But
it's manifesting it.
yeah, and
Creating space
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, and I just got back from Saudi. So
Wow.
like,
So I love the relationship with money, and
yeah, yeah.
we understand that, it has to be manifested. Had bad times, like even I've had bad times. I've been eating like rice and egg for months because it also humbles you and it allows you to respect it. You're not looking down, you're not chasing it.
You
Great.
will not appreciate brightness without darkness. You'll not
Beautiful.
appreciate happiness without sadness. You have to go through that.
Yeah.
You have to go through it.